In the late 1990s, Nicolas Cage almost became the Man of Steel in Tim Burton's Superman Lives, a role that he regretted not being able to play. According to recent rumors, Nicolas Cage may actually get a chance to suit up as Superman in Andy Muschietti's The Flash. During the 80s and early 90s, Nicolas Cage starred in a variety of films but finally earned Hollywood recognition when he won an Academy Award, a Golden Globe, and Screen Actors Guild Award for his performance in the 1995 film Leaving Las Vegas. He found a wider mainstream audience in the late 90s when he starred in multiple blockbuster action films, such as The Rock, opposite the late Sean Connery, Face Off with John Travolta, and Con Air, catapulting himself into an Hollywood action superstar. After the successful Batman and Batman Returns, Tim Burton was ultimately hired to tackle on Superman Lives, with Nicolas Cage as the titular character in a vastly different, out-of-the-box, wild, cosmic adventure.
Yeah, I don't love the suit. What do you think about the suit?
Well, first of all, I think typecasting sucks. If you saw Batman and you saw Michael Keaton as Batman.
Yes, of course.
Did you like Batman?
I loved Michael Keaton was the first Batman that I ever saw.
When you were a little kid, what people said about Michael Keaton is exactly what you said about Nicolas Cage. All you heard was like, Beetlejuice is Batman. This is retarded. The worst casting in the world. I want a 6'5" Batman with a square chin. Nicolas Cage is one of the greatest character actors to ever exist. If you go back and look at his movies, not the recent ones that are kind of jokey and horrible, but his actual real films that he made, Vampire's Kiss, Raising Arizona. The list is endless.
Oh no, he's a great actor.
You can see what a great actor he is, and then you would also. But I'm just saying, people would understand that he would be able to play. No, I'm just trying to prove a point.
Superman Lives would have had Superman fighting Doomsday and losing his life, then resurrected in a regenerative suit and finally battling Brainiac by the end of the film. However, 3 weeks before shooting was to begin, the studio unfortunately pulled the plug.
If we had been able to strip through all of the sort of chaos, I think we could have had an interesting
I mean, to me, the true Superman is Christopher Reeve and it's Nick. Those are the only two.
And I didn't even make the movie. I didn't even get to make the movie, and you already think of me that way.
Yeah.
So here we go. But I would offer that the movie that Tim and I would have made, in your imagination, is more powerful than any of the Superman movies. I didn't even have to make the movie, and we all know what that movie would have been in your imagination. That is the Superman, and that is the movie. Even though you never saw it, it is the Superman.
Cut to the present. Nicolas Cage was fortunate enough to get back into the comic book flair by playing Ghost Rider in 2007 and the 2011 sequel, Spirit of Vengeance, Big Daddy in 2010's Kick-Ass, and even getting to voice Spider-Man Noir in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse in 2018. With the help of the late John Schnepp's critically acclaimed documentary Death of Superman Lives, What Happened, and Nicolas Cage voicing Superman himself in the animated movie Teen Titans Go, there seems to be a surge of interest in Tim Burton's Superman Lives and Nicolas Cage in the role of the Man of Steel.
Well, it is important to have dreams, I guess.
What do you think of Man of Steel coming up? Are you excited about
Absolutely. You know, I'm thrilled about it. But I do think that I had the win-win situation because, you know, that character is such a bullseye that you have to hit. He's almost, you know, he's one of the most precious icons of our country. And the fact that Tim and I were pretty far down the road designing it, and I know with Tim and where I was going to go, we would have done something really special. But the truth, but at least it's out there in the ether that could have happened. But it doesn't have to, we don't have to make the movie. It's still interesting to people.
Due to artist and chief creative officer of DC Comics Jim Lee's influence, Warner Brothers jumped straight into the cinematic multiverse idea by having Ezra Miller cameo as the Flash alongside Grant Gustin's version of Barry Allen in the CW's mega crossover event, Crisis on Infinite Earths.
About Barry Allen. No! What does that mean? How can this should be impossible now? It should be impossible now? You don't know about the... Oh my God, don't do this to me. I don't know about the what? Okay.
Jim Lee intended the cameo to set up the future Flash movie starring Ezra Miller. The Flash is said to be loosely based on the 2011 DC Comics crossover event Flashpoint. The story is said to follow Ezra Miller's Barry Allen as he travels back in time to prevent the death of his mother. In doing so, he inadvertently creates another universe, which is protected by none other than Michael Keaton's Batman.
What are you? I'm Batman.
My life is really complex.
Recent reports say that Warner Brothers is also approaching Nicolas Cage to briefly portray Tim Burton's version of Superman in the same world that Michael Keaton's Batman occupies.
Then watching Nick Cage in an outfit land, it was kind of like, whoa, there's Superman, the Nick Cage version.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
At the end of the Flash panel during the DC fandom event, each participant addressed where they would like to take the Flash next, considering all of the new possibilities opened by the multiverse. Ezra Miller's take was rather interesting.
I would like the Flash to meet in the multiverse Nicolas Cage. Not the Nicolas Cage Superman that never was. I'd want the Flash to meet Nicolas Cage, the person in this world, who I believe probably does have the ability to transcend space-time. It's a real proposition.
Yeah.
People would understand that he could play a great Clark Kent and transform into someone. It's like he had a good physique at that time. He had lifted weights. He looked good. He doesn't have the face of what you would ideally think is Superman.
Now, when you think about it, if somebody was like, would you like to see a Nick Cage Superman movie? I'd be like, F and yes, take all my money because I want to see what that looks like.
Nicolas Cage is a huge Superman fan. Having him cameo as Tim Burton's Man of Steel would give him a chance to finally portray this character and would be a nice closure for both him and Tim Burton. Alright, if you absolutely love this daily dose of DC content in movies, shows, and video games, please click the like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, keep this hot dog light on, and I'll see you next time.